CalPERS class action is a fascinating case. In fact, it's going to trial on June 10 of this year. We've been at it for 6 years. CalPERS in 1995 decided to go into the long-term care insurance business. This is the type of coverage which you access when you're no longer able to bathe and feed yourself and you have problems with continence and toileting and transferring. It's different than health insurance. It's basically when you need help in your later years. And rather than go to the insurance industry who sell that kind of coverage, CalPERS decided to set up their own plan. And they sold it beginning in 1995 until 2004. And they promised people that if they paid an additional premium, they would get an elevated benefit for what's called inflation protection. In other words, where their benefits would go up every year 5%, so that if they started paying in 1995, but they didn't access the care until 2015 or 20, whatever, when they got older, that it would keep up with inflation. And they used examples of how much at the time when they bought it, it was like $40,000 a year, and that by 2015 it would be $100,000 a year. So 103,627 California public employees purchased that coverage with the enhanced benefits of inflation protection or lifetime benefits. Right after they set up the program in 95, they had a second opinion from the actuarial firm to look at the program to see was it sound, because the nature of these programs are such that their financial solvency depends upon the assumptions they make of how much they're going to spend in claims, how much investment income they're going to get once they take in the money. And they were told in 1996 by an independent actuarial firm, Coopers-Lybrand, that they had overpromised and underpriced the product and that it was not viable, that ultimately it would hit the wall. And that's exactly what happened. But they never told anybody. They continued to sell people the same product. In fact, even though the Coopers-Lybrand warned them that they were more than 30% underpriced with the competition, they used that as a marketing tool to say, we're cheaper than everybody else. At the time that they found out about the problem, only 13,000 people had purchased it, but they continued to sell it to the point to where we represent 103,000 plus people who basically bought the product. And then, of course, as should have been known to them and was known, but not known to the subscriber policyholders, in 2013, overnight then, they sent out a notice that said, your premiums are going up 85%. And they were promised from the beginning, if they paid the additional premium, their premiums would stay flat. And so now they're saying the amount of damages are so great, they're over $1 billion, that if we have to pay that, the fund will be broke. So that's their defense now, is we can't pay it. And we think that's wrong. So that's the case.